it's the new year, you know, and is always the idea: what do you do to move forward in life? And actually, before doing this, I've actually made a lot of changes this year. Um, and January's not even over yet. Josh has me actually watching TV shows, which is something that I haven't really been able to do. Well, because I don't really watch TV because it's kind of boring watching other people do things. And I realize it's the idea that I'm doing it with Josh. We're watching TV, we're joking about it, we're talking about it, we're seeing it. And granted, sometimes I'm distracted because I'm multitasking. As I'm watching TV with him, I'm doing what Chuck does. I'm on the computer, I'm doing other things. It's the experience of life, of being with someone else, hanging out, experiencing other people. Honestly, since 2014, I really haven't really allowed myself to do that. And every time that I tried, it ended up some way, shape, or form hurtful. Some of you guys might remember Felicia. The whole experience was not pleasant, but I got past that. Simon obviously knew one of the outcomes, and I did too. And I survived that. Then there's Snow, Melina, a few people who I kind of wanted to get close to, but I couldn't. Because I couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of my wife. To a certain degree, I guess I always kind of compared them to her and her to them. I didn't want that kind of people. Sue always goes, she doesn't want something like the Jasmine incident to ever happen again because she cares about me that deeply. A motherly kind of care. And I couldn't put into words why I didn't think it was going to happen again. And it was, and I figured it out a couple weeks later was because I wouldn't let anybody else get that close. Like I wouldn't. Because to let somebody get that close, you're that vulnerable. So when they leave it's hurtful. It's heart wrenching. But Xavier's mother is able to. And I can choose to be mad and pissy and vengeful. Or, as Chuck would say, I could look at it from a different perspective. I can allow myself to move forward. I can allow myself to move on. She has. And maybe that's because of that's who she always was. But I shouldn't see that as a way for me to be angry and vengeful. I had a friend, a preacher, actually, by the name of Jason. And he knows about my story, obviously. Read about it, heard my side and everything else. And he was like, regardless of whatever happens, Nick, you are a good person. You are a good man. Do not let anybody, wife, family, or otherwise, destroy that. Wise words from a guy who was potentially crazy. And that's a story for another day, possibly after some pints. I'm going to try to allow myself to live. To tell myself it's going to be okay to do so. For those who know me, I don't really give up on much of anything, even lost causes. Me and Sue still argue about Walking Dead, about the girl with flowers. I always still think that she could have been saved. Tried a little harder. They just didn't want to. I'm not the kind of person to just kind of give up. That night I wanted to give up on myself so badly. because I felt I failed everything. The project, my family, my friends, my life. I thought I failed everything. But here I am, still standing. And amazingly, I'm wearing this shirt. It's a Quick Rock shirt, and it was my first security job. Official security job. For the past 3 years, I've been struggling to try to live, and I've been doing it the wrong way. I went out with Zach to do Renovo actually yesterday. Oh, now will be the day prior to yesterday, because it's past midnight here, but hanging out with him made me see that he's a friend. He's family, because he doesn't have to be, but he chooses to be. And honestly, in my life, that's how it works. What you choose to do defines you. What you choose to do is how you earn your title. It's not birthright. It's effort. And I need to start making the effort for myself. And with everything that I do, and you guys see it, the videos, and the videos are for people who are far away, people who are in the circle, people who see me and see the work that I put into everything. The last word they would ever put to describe me would be like lazy or inconsiderate or a bum. Selfless is definitely a word that they would use, but I think it's about time that I find a way to make myself happy, you know? I'm doing that, making steps to see my son. And that does make me happy. So happy. I get to see him soon. And I say soon as a relative term. It'll take time. But maybe I can allow myself to trust others too. And to, in a way, put the chapter of me and Jasmine to rest. I can't forgive what she did. And for whatever she believes happened, or whatever excuse she gave herself, it doesn't matter anymore. So it's time for me to let go of that and move on with my own life like she's going to. I almost don't want Xavier to have a dad that's like, mommy be married, like, and dates and all that other crap, and dad's just stays at home and he just does everything else by himself alone. I think 2018 should be the year that I actually learn what it means to be a friend and learn how to get some friends. Be social. Try to break through that. Luckily, I have a pretty good circle of people around me. And who knows, maybe I will find that that person is able to deal with all the organized chaos that is my life. I don't think I'll be able to look at marriage the same way as I did before. I really didn't look at it something to be to seek before. And when it happened, it was something that felt so right. It's one of those things that you have to feel pain in order to really appreciate something. You have to lose it to understand what it means to have it. I thought I was doing a good job. Michael has a saying, my mistakes are a lesson to those paying attention. The wise kid. The wise old kid. Michael is. The mad hero. The hero of Haven. Allow myself to be happy. And in doing so, I'll let go of the hate. I see how that does for Sue, Mom. And I can't tell her to let go of the hate if I still hold on to it. She hates for a different reason. Not because of Jasmine, but completely different topic. And honestly, hate motivated me for the longest time before Jasmine. When I had Jasmine, I didn't hate. I tried to love, and not knowing what I really meant. And I'm not saying it was fake. It wasn't. It was completely genuine and completely real, but inexperienced. With that being said, I think I'm going to try to let go. Not just say it and not just hope that it just happens, but kind of like hold it. Know that's what I'm doing. I'm holding on to it, and then let it go, and being okay with that. She did it without an okay, and I don't think she cares what I do. So why should I? I should care about myself, because if I don't, who will? If I don't care about myself, how is anybody else going to ever care about me? How can my son look towards me to know this is how you should live your life, or this is a stepping stone to use to, okay, this is what my dad did. Let me do further. Let me do better. I kind of want to set the bar higher for my son. Jasmine mentioned one time to me that she doesn't want him to work as hard as I have. And it's true. I don't want him to struggle. I don't want him to struggle, but I want him to work. I also want him to be happy. But I can't say be happy if I'm struggling and sad. So I have to allow myself to be happy. I wanted to share that because I realized I haven't really shared much lately because I've been really so involved in work and files and taking care of things. But I think it's about time, about time that I allow myself to forgive myself for not being better, but to forgive her for giving up on me. I'm worth, James always says, self-worth and respect is always key. I gotta respect myself. I gotta realize what I'm worth and surround myself with people who share in that vision. I think I do, but I need to start respecting them too. Letting them know that I care. And who knows, maybe somewhere down the line, someone will want to share that with me, I think 2018 is going to be a good year for me. Thank you guys for watching. And Harley, that's not your name, but thank you for helping me see what I need to do. Good night, everybody.